This project is in response to how everything kind of changed. We wanted to share something with everyone and work on something that could challenge us, motivate us, and ultimately give hope for all of us as well.
One of the things that's been quite wonderful about this partnership is how easy it's been to come together. There's a lot of interest in finding ways that we can reinvent these kinds of works, and Handel's Messiah is such a fantastic opportunity for us to look at it with a new lens.
There's something in Handel's music that, especially in times that are very trying, has this comforting and optimistic and supportive quality.
He really brings all human emotion into his music. That's what art does, to bring the human emotion and human condition to the forefront.
This project means a lot to me because we're working with using our traditions and sometimes in a lot of cases our native language to amplify what the piece means to us. We moved from Damascus, Syria when I was 7 years old. I remember old Damascus very, very vividly, and I remember when we came here, it was the first thought that I had. It reminded me of where I came from.
Well, this project means a great deal to me. It's really a representation of my childhood. It's a reflection of the transformation I made from childhood to teenage years to being an adult. Well, this arena, Weston Arena, is where I grew up. It's where I found my community, where I found my friends, my family congregated here. Lots of early morning practices. You know, it's really a representation of the Weston community as a whole.
This project means a lot to me. Of course, it's always a wonderful thing to come back to Against the Grain and collaborate with them. Classical music there's not only one way of producing that. Montreal means a lot of things to me. Of course, this is my hometown. I'm very happy to be here. I moved back here during the pandemic. It's quite magical. There is kind of a bittersweetness to it almost because it's coming back and doing reflection work that I haven't done in a while. So doing this project on Messiah in Montreal, it's very emotional for me.
Being a part of this project is something I've been so excited for. I really love being a part of productions that serve a greater purpose than myself. Being a part of this one that promotes the diverse voices Canada has meant the world to me. Being back home in Vancouver and British Columbia has been such a special gift during this time. Seeing my family and the nature that Vancouver has is something that will always remind me of my childhood and something I'll cherish forever.
It's really awesome to work and sing to Toronto Symphony Orchestra track. It was a treat for all of us. And it was a wonderful opportunity for our choir to get this national experience because we have done concerts in the past, but mainly it was New Brunswick or Nova Scotia and different spots in PEI. So this is definitely an added excitement.
It's interesting to be part of this project because singers all across the country will be joining in to sing the Messiah, which is a great work that has traveled through time. And each of us will bring a bit of its culture through this work. The choir, the Louis Boulle Choir, is part of the Francophone and Acadian communities. It's not exclusive to Francophone singers because we have others that join the choir, but still for us to be able to share a bit of our story with the Canada is a great opportunity to make and share music together.
I love the prairies. I think that the people here have extremely warm hearts. I think that there's a lot of arts and culture that happens on the prairies. The landscape is beautiful. I think that sometimes it looks a little bit harsh, but it's actually extremely vast, and there's so much room to breathe. There's so much room to create, and I think that's why there is quite a lot of beautiful art that emerges from the prairie provinces.
Taking part in this kind of project for the choir is very important. These types of projects that include people from PEI and from Nunavut and from everywhere in Canada, then we can feel that not only are we part of the Ontario choral community, but at large of the larger Canadian community. And also it's very important to revisit those pieces. I mean, to translate the text of Messiah, to recontextualize it, and to make sure that it's still relevant for us today. I think it's an exercise in relevance. So it's a fantastic opportunity for the Toronto Mendelssohn Choir.
I absolutely adore the Messiah. It's something that I've had the privilege to sing almost every year around this time of year with orchestra. To me, not only is it rock and roll, because you just get to sing through all these crazy runs with orchestra, but the text is particularly dear to my heart. For me, there is no greater high than singing with orchestra. The power and life in each instrument, and the fact that my voice gets to sail and rise above that, there's no greater feeling in the entire world. And I cannot keep myself away. I cannot stop singing.
This is an opportunity for us as a choir, as a chamber choir here in Halifax, to come together with other groups and produce a timeless work, Messiah, along with other soloists and other choirs from across the country. We usually do Messiah every year with the symphony, and this year, of course, because of the pandemic, we're not allowed to. And this is a really wonderful opportunity for us to share our music with other choirs and be involved in a project that's Canada-wide.